Hello and welcome to Minor Plays a Random Game. Let's go. Same settings as before, random civilizations, so I'm Byzantines. Actually, I'll just pause it here just so I don't lose anything. I'm Byzantines. Red is Saracens as Nur ed-Din. And green is Koreans as Admiral Chang Boko. So this is Fortress, and if I just quickly show you what I've got around here, a few towers, a few houses, barracks, and I think that mill actually was mine. Yeah, that mill was mine. So okay, I'll just skip. So that's what you start off in Fortress. I mean, you could say that this is actually very similar to what was it? Arena. You could say this is very similar to Arena, except you don't have the wood around the outside, and you've got these small water patches around here. Probably not much use for an army, as you can't get from one water patch to another. So with Fortress, you start off, there's various bases around the outside. This red is probably the luckiest because they could just extend their wall here, get rid of all of this wall along here, and probably have a wall from around here to here. So it doesn't look like on this map there's actually a lot of resource. You've got small patches of gold around. Got some stone, you got your usual 5 relics. I remember this one actually, yeah, I had a lot of problem with this particular area, so especially with them being Koreans and their war wagons. I can never use them effectively. So I've got lots of, so yeah, you start off with those houses so you can quickly create more villages, and so you don't have to worry about population capping straight away or building any houses to begin with. And you also start with these towers. Now these will be randomly placed around, and they could be a bit closer to the edge, possibly, to get rid of any cavalry archers that try to get rid of the gate. But then they could also... So, wait, what? Oh, here we go, here's a castle. And there could be a bit more space around, and I could have done with the watchtower here as opposed to this one here. But anyway, I've got a castle up, and so this will soon, once I get more range, no, maybe not quite enough. When I get another piece of range, I'll be able to take out that barracks, I reckon. Here we go, cataphracts. So, you'll want to expand your base a bit. I mean, I've got to be careful here because I've just chopped out this wood and there's a gap in here. So, what am I going to do? And I can't remember actually what I did, but I'm getting more stone. I've got enough for another castle and some more walls. So an idea here would be to, once I got rid of all of this wood, is to create more of a wall out here, possibly going up to this wood here. Ah, here we go, there's a watchtower. And then possibly creating another wall, probably up to these cliffs, and then joining it up here. So I've got this space as well. But as you can see straight away, that is just gone. And those man-at-arms fortunately just went like that. But this tower here, if you have a look at the fog wall, it's going to see a decent amount of space around, and it's on top of a hill, so I'm going to be protected. And I decided to build a wall here because I thought, the enemy are going to come in at some point. What's this? University. And I was quite fortunate to be Byzantines to get the cataphracts, I suppose, actually, because they just took out siege so easily. And here we go, another watchtower. And, goodness, actually that's quite a lot of range. And the cataphracts coming out quickly take out any archers and skirmishers. Now, the unfortunate thing about having these gold patches around is that the enemy can easily come in and take out the villagers. And so if you're playing against computer or even just people in some online game, taking out these little, finding all these gold patches, I mean, yeah, if I show you here, I haven't found this gold patch here. And so, for example, if the enemy was at that gold patch there, I'm good protecting that watchtower. I need that watchtower. Yeah, if I took out the enemies that was getting this gold patch here, then I would stop, obviously a lot of gold getting in. Now, I wonder with Fortress whether maybe sometimes my fortress would be back here and Green's fortress would be up here, because it seems like I've got this huge open area here that's not going to be used. And if I was to yeah, have scouted out right to the water. So I reckon I could possibly, you know, if I felt this was going to be a much longer game than normal, I could get a wall that would come down all the way down here and connect to the water, and then somehow do the same, going diagonally across to this water here, and that would allow me with all this space here to get wood and anything else. I mean, there's not a lot of wood here, so I do need to be careful that I don't just waste a lot of resource getting that. And here comes some stables, and what am I going to create? Probably hussars. Getting some trebuchets in, and of course, same with arena, because some of the walls are going to be going around particular trees. When the enemy chop down those trees, they're not going to be rebuilding the walls. Okay. Good. So I'm just making an attack on red space, as you can see. Didn't really need to make a way in. And these two trebuchets are going to get rid of this castle here. There we go. Now I'm not actually being attacked from green that much at the moment, am I? They're being quite reserved. And I've just taken over enemy space. Now you want to try and use as much of your own base as possible to... here's another castle protecting this route in from green. You want to use your own base as much as possible, same with arena, to you know, create a decent economy. You don't really want to create the military in here, I suppose. Maybe to start off with, just to have a bit of support and that Mangalore did well. Yeah, you don't want you want some military buildings in here just as a bit of support, just in case all your buildings outside get destroyed. But then, as you can see here, I built 4 stables, kept churning out hussars, so that's fine because I'm actually doing okay for all resources. Actually, nearly got enough stone for 2 castles. But built another watchtower or guard tower now that I've upgraded it. And actually, yeah, that's another good thing with your university. Make sure you get guard towers, and if possible, keeps, because that will improve the your towers. I mean, I think I had about 1,400 health, and now guard towers are 2,100, so it could be keeps up about 3,000. So here we go. I'm just making my attack on green, and I'm just going through these as quickly as possible, just to try and make your viewing time less but having more information in. I know the first couple were quite long, as in 15-20 minutes. Oh, got all the relics. I think yeah, there we go, got rid of one. Yeah, I think I do apologise that they were quite long. It would have been good if they were shorter, but I think these seem to be doing about 10 minutes possibly. Anyway, so there's not much more to say about Fortress. You want to make sure that even if you have wood in your little base here, you don't leave it open, because as you saw earlier, there was some man-at-arms that came in, and they they got rid of some of my villagers, but they weren't too bad. And I do apologise actually, for the past couple of levels there was a bit of echo in my commentary, echo from the game. I've had my headphones wrapped around my neck, but didn't actually turn off the sound, so I don't quite know why. And green is almost all gone. I've scouted. Oh, there we go. That's fine. So yeah, I do a fortress. Make sure you don't leave any open gaps. I mean, I left that one there. Try and get some gold from outside the map. I don't know where the rest of the gold is, or where my villages are, but try and create guard towers at least to protect you from any enemies that do come and attack you. I mean, I had some wood there, but I filled that up. Yeah, upgrade to guard towers and keeps if possible. Also do fortified walls, because you get a lot of extra health. And I think that's it really. Oh, that would have been in Bombard Tower actually. Anyway, yeah. thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.